many taxes. The way forward should, how does most of this money that is being misused up there come into the ordinary Mwananchi's pocket? As a person from the rural, I can tell you the major problem is not even lack of civic education. The major point here is poverty. What is the political class doing? They are using funds like the NGCDF and the NGAF and other monies to win the electorate, more so in the village, where I know of a boy who has gone to school but is not working. When that MP comes with NGCDF, this boy is likely to be lured in the same way that mama is lured. And then they ride on projects. Someone come and tell you, mkinipea nafasi tena, I'll clear this project. So can we fight on how these monies like the NGCDF can be taken away from politicians, and we define a way of handling NGCDF, the NGAF, the Youth Fund, and what have you, so that this money is able to, is going to facilitate or going to reduce the poverty that is being experienced among our people. And that's what the government and the politicians are doing. By taking away all the money from our pockets, they know when they come to us and we are hungry. By the time we realize we are wrong, we already have done the wrong thing. Another point I want to put across. Somebody said about us having a people in the parliament and what have you. My friends, it's not the first time we're having the Totos and the Mwirigis and whatever. One time we had Jaguar, an artist, and the youth clapped. How much did he perform? The point is, unless we who are in this space and who are agitating for this revolution refuse to sing the tune of those people even when we get there. Because the disease is, you get there, somebody comes and says, now, we are rewarding Hillary with a Subaru Impreza because he was able to campaign with a bike. Now Hillary come to my office, I'm going to bless the Subaru Impreza. And Hillary thinks he's out of good faith. The whole story is they want him to sing their song. Last but not least, it is time, in the Kenyan Constitution, there's a collective terminology called minority groups, which comprises of the youth, persons with disabilities, and the minority tribes, and of course, the women. How can we win the support of the entire minority group? The youth have a good number. I can tell you as a disability activist that we also have good numbers. The problem is now rallying them towards us. Rallying them when that time for voting comes, they come out and vote. I can tell you a good number of persons with disabilities don't vote, despite the fact that we have the brains. Why don't we vote? Maybe the polling stations are far away, or the conditions or the environment are not conducive to us. How can we rally and agitate and champion for this kind of voting block that is always forgotten? And lastly, guys, there is the idea of someone being picked and they are brought to us and we clap. Someone talked about John Buddy. I don't know how many of us looked at John Buddy less than a week ago when he was blaming Uhuru Kenyatta for not making Raila the president, and therefore he would be a cabinet secretary today. The whole story still goes down to poverty. And the last one point I want to make, guys, let's own Kenya. How do we own Kenya? Can we all buy the flags, if we can, and have them hoisted in our residence? You know, hii kiburi ya watu ilikuja wakati walianza kusema, wakati waliambiwa flag ni a certain class. So you'll get a form fund. I'm not going to be sorry for this. You'll get, you know, it's in the public domain that Oscar Sudi finished Form 4, finished college before finishing Form 4. Is that a truth? That is a pure lie. He had his Form 4 papers in 2006. He has his college papers in 2005. This guy, because he has been able to steal money and gone to the village and the support of the other goons like Ruto, become an MP, he's working with the flag, and so we think he is the right person to be on to be having that flag. I know a number of you guys, a number of us who would be more legible to get hold of that flag because we are more patriotic, we are more nationalistic. So guys, I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate the movement, and I want to pray that this fire keeps burning, because if we give Ruto time to reorganize himself, I'm telling you for free, this guy will be fighting to be in power for as long as possible and make sure every strategy is vandalized, like Moi did after the 1982 coup attempt. So kindly, let's not even think of giving him time until 2027.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, sir.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.